Control board. Dr. Zucker, you're not going to let that thing out again, are you?
Certainly. There's work to be done of it.
Might get away like it did last time.
I created it. I can control it or destroy it as I can you. You whom I helped escape from prison. I control but quickly.
I'll see what good it is. The cops will never let anything like that walk down the street.
What could the police or anybody do against an army like them? Controlled, they could crush all opposition and make me the most powerful man in the world.
Hey, watch it! There's a car outside.
That will be my wife. She wants to take me away. She's afraid of what I'm doing here, yet she knows only a small part of it.
Let me go in and talk to him alone, Dr. Mallory. He's been angry with you ever since you refused to continue to work with him.
I did so only because he was working along lines contrary to the good of mankind.
I know. He still is. I hope I can stop him before it's too late.
I hate to have you face him alone.
Oh, I don't fear him. I think he really cares for me. As much as he can't care for anyone.
Except himself.
You're not going to tell her about the new element you discovered, are you?
Only enough to prove that I have accomplished what they told me was impossible. Get me one of the magnetized discs.
But if you're determined to face him alone, I'll wait in there.
But won't your wife think that...
Silence. Anne, my dear.
You're glad to see me?
Very. I've been wanting a witness to my great crime.
Oh.
Yes. I told Mallory and the others there was a way to induce a state of suspended animation that couldn't be told from death, that I could find it. They called me a dreamer, a fool, but now I have it. And you shall see and tell them. Come. You see this disc? Watch. It will not come to you. It will go only to that disc which I have put there by the plan. That disc there is magnetized by a positive ray with my new element which is unknown to science. And this little spider carries the negative. When the two meet, you shall see. not dead, nor would a person be under the same circumstances. It's too bad that Mallory is not here to see my triumph.
I have seen it.
You were spying.
Call it that if you wish, Alex. But you made no secret of it. Now my fear is, what are you going to do with it?
I shall do with it as I wish. Not hand it over to the government, as you would have me.
I still think that would be best. It should be under control for the good of mankind. You would still receive credit for its discovery.
They would destroy it if they could.
But possibly...
Never will I let it go. Already a foreign government had offered me millions. Perhaps I shall sell to them.
Don't you realize what a terrific weapon it would be in the hands of unscrupulous people?
Of course. That is why they shall pay me dearly for it.
Alex, you must not.
Then it is my duty to inform the government at once.
Alex, please.
All right. If it is your duty, do so by all means. But you will find it a great mistake.
What do you mean?
You shall soon learn. All of you.
Anne.
Monk! Get the devisualizer. Did you carry out my instructions regarding the work to be done on this?
Yes, sir. I strengthened the ionizer, but I was afraid to use it.
I'm not afraid. They think they know everything that I have. But they know nothing of this devisualizer that will conceal me from my enemies.
I'll stay here tonight. Perhaps I can see him again and persuade him from his mad
All right. Yeah, there we go. We are live. Well, we've been live for the past 20 minutes, but apparently YouTube didn't like what I was putting up. So yeah, I'll figure that on the back end. I've got a really interesting story about that 1939 serial that I wanted to talk about. That was actually the Phantom Creeps, Bela Lugosi's last movie serial with Universal Pictures. Fascinating story behind that, but apparently YouTube didn't like it, and I had done my due diligence. But you can't win them all. But I think it might have something to do with, if you guys weren't aware of this, and I wasn't aware of this until recently. In 1979, some 20 odd years after Lugosi died, his son and his wife at the time filed suit against Universal Pictures to get his likeness under copyright because it had all been wiped away. So apparently that might have been the issue with YouTube seeing my stream up. Was I think they were successful in their lawsuit in updating characters, actors' likenesses to not end upon their death. What they wanted to do was extend that right after they died so their estate, their family could still control their likeness. But my understanding was it was only extended 70 years after the person died. So that would have left the Phantom Creeps in the public domain, which it is. Maybe they didn't like his likeness. So at least, we have little glitches along the way. At least this was not like a terminal cutoff. I did not want to see my channel go away and have to start a new live. That would have been awful. So anyway, guys, we've survived worse glitches. This will be okay.
What up, glitches?
Yep. We get them every so often. I mean, I think we've had a pretty good run of no technical glitches behind the scene for a while, but they're bound to creep up. But anyway, I apologize. That is probably what happened, but I will do some investigating because I wanted to show that whole 12 episode serial. It's fascinating stuff, and there's a rich history behind it. If not, I have got so much other content that GH had even mentioned he was hoping for a Superman. We have 17 of those. I think I've only shown one, but I want to go back to that. There's a lot of old-time Hollywood treasures just waiting to be picked and watched. So I am grateful we didn't lose this stream, guys. And yes, sister, we are up and running. It was a momentary glitch, and all I had to do was remove that part of it. So anyway, I am so glad you guys are here. What should have been a 20-minute enjoyment turned into, what the hell? Oh, well. So we are good to go. And I am joined by Miss Swift, who is back from vacation. Thank you for joining me, Miss Swift. Yeah, Matt, thank God at least dead Chuck Norris lives on to sell fast food chicken. So yeah, a dead Chuck Norris, I'm sure his likeness is still under copyright for at least 70 years. But anyway, yeah, Johnny Devick, some copyright strikes, they're bound to happen, even though I do my due diligence each and every week.
Sorry,
Things, they go through the cracks.
Hold on a second. I gotta chew up my copy again.
All right, guys. So, we also, I was remiss in posting our sync point. Almost forgot about that. We are at the Warner Brothers Pictures logo right at the beginning as the Christmas music starts. And Oh, you know what, Alex Peacock? Technically, I think we could show Charade live on the stream with a watch party since it doesn't have a copyright. You are absolutely right. There's the movie Charade. I think that is a anomaly in the movie industry. That never had, ever in the history of it existing, never had a copyright because of someone in the production department forgot to get it copyrighted. So it never did have a copyright. Or if it did, it was only for a very short time and they forgot to renew it. So yeah, anything like that, not under copyright, in the public domain, none of it has been protected. I am free to show to you guys. And I could actually have it in our stream. So I'm working on a movie like that. Maybe we will do Charade and kind of see how that happens. Yes, GH Stoner, that is something we are going to discuss. Whether Lethal Weapon is a Christmas movie.
It is.
So without further ado, if we are all synced up, guys, let's we'll start on the Warner Brothers logo. My rental has it about 8 seconds in. So anywhere in that vicinity, if you guys, unless Alex Peacock, you might even be at the same point because I know you're watching the director's cut. Even if you're watching the director's cut, we're going to be good to go because there's only a 7-minute difference. All right, so without further ado, Miss Swift, do you want to do the countdown?
Alrighty. Bella Lugosi's dead. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Play. Wait, do we
Okay.
go on one or do we go one then go? Oh wait.
Oh, I love that. I sometimes get the movies in this franchise mixed up. The second one in this series is just as fun as the first one. The third one is still really good. I think the third one is with Rene Russo, right?
Yep.
And then the fourth is with Chris Rock.
Yep.
They're all fun.
Yep. And Pesci came in 2, was it? 3?
2 was, I think it was the South African ambassador. Who
Yeah, that's
had
the one.
his assistant.
I believe that's where Pesci came in.
Yes, Pesci was in the second. Okay.
The second.
Okay. They are so enjoyable. I had a hard time picking, this one or the second one with Pesci. Just stay tuned though, because Lethal Weapon 2 is a solid watch party.
Yep.
And, all right. I have almost forgotten to put my X-ray, my rental X-ray on, even though there's a lot of fun tidbits. I know Amazon hopefully will have some interesting tidbits. All right, guys. So without further ado, I'm crossing my fingers we do not have any more glitches.
Music by Eric Clapton.
Yes, and Eric Clapton, and I have it written down so I don't forget, and David Sanborn. They collabed with Michael Kamen to do the score for this movie. And the music video, which Mr. Furzel, I think last week was mentioning, I've investigated that one. It's totally under copyright by Honeymoon Suite. I would have loved to play that because it's such a cheesy 80s music video, but oh yeah, that's totally off limits for me to show you guys. But it's fun if you want to check it out. Yep, GH Zone or Honeymoon Suite.
Oh look, it's Christmas. She's skiing there because she's skiing.
Yeah, she's enjoying a little nose candy.
Little snow. She's enjoying the snow.
A little snow. So yeah, before I go any further, I need to do a shout out. We have Miss Swift, GH, We have Calbot. And Eric, Johnny Devick. Yes, Johnny Devick. Guess I will have to watch the game tonight, but we'll pop by. I am so grateful you guys are here because the World Cup final is going on at the exact same time. So feel free to, do the World Cup. Come back if you want. If you could do double duty, great. And then, yeah, I totally get it. I didn't realize when I scheduled this it was going to be the final. Okay, so Matt is over there in YouTube. We have Alex Peacock, Calbot, Johnny Devick. Am I missing anybody? I don't want to miss anybody. Nope, I think I got everybody in the YouTube chat. All right, over in Discord, we've got a lively discussion going on over
I
there.
like how whenever people fall in these windows, they always land perfectly placed on a car.
Yep. Yep. Alex Peacock, yeah, 80s movie, boobs on full display. Even when she crashed into the vehicle, you can see her boobs.
She chested boobily.
Yep, totally 80s. But yes, once I do the Discord roll call, I would love to, let's have a lively discussion about whether you guys think this is a Christmas movie or not. Okay, so roll call for Discord. I know Miss Swift posted a wonderful gif of John Parr's Naughty Naughty. Totally 80s song. He did how many songs for movies did he do? I know he did one for St. Elmo's Fire. He was
like
all over the radio in the 80s. I see Alex Peacock over there, Matt, Calbot, Mr. Furzel, Alex, yeah, Miss Swift is over there. You guys are pulling double duty. Am I missing over anybody in Discord? I see Sith's sister is over there. I don't want to miss anybody. Eric's over there. All right. Yeah, so we are introduced to our characters, Riggs and Murtaugh, and the dog, as Riggs is living in a trailer by the sea. I was going to say in a van down by the river, but it doesn't quite fit.
And also, we have, as Mrs. Murtaugh there, we have Darlene Love, the singer-songstress.
Yep, this is what you would consider an all-star cast.
Yep.
We have a lot of minor appearances. We have some big names. We've got a big name director, Richard Donner, produced by Richard Donner and Joel Silver. Big names. And we've got some butt. We have got Mel Gibson's tush.
Well, rather his tush than his Gibson.
Yeah. It was a big deal back in the day.
Hey.
And so I know there was a discussion about Lethal Weapon 5, which I understand is under consideration. It's under works. It's going, not going. I think there's active discussion for it to happen. So I don't know. Oh, Alex Peacock, backlot random trivia. The Murtaugh's house is next door to the Griswolds. So in '89, did the Murtaughs rent the house to Julia Louis-Dreyfus? Did not know that. That is fascinating. So they could, in essence, exist in the same universe. So guys, yes, so far we have, in our discussion, we have discussed whether this is a Christmas movie, and there's a lot of love being thrown that it is in fact a Christmas movie. And I would tend to agree with you. But just like Die Hard, the Christmas is part of the story, but it's really not like the main thrust of the movie. It occurs during Christmas time-ish. So I consider Die Hard a Christmas movie, so then this is a Christmas movie. Right, GH, it is, as is Die Hard, no discussion. So, sure, this could be a Christmas movie. I have no problem with that.
I have a better idea. I like this better as a Christmas movie than Die Hard.
But you know what? There are even people in the chat who probably would not say Die Hard's a Christmas movie. Totally okay with that.
We got trees and Christmas and got the stockings and everything.
Yep.
The music.
Yep. But in Die Hard, they also had, didn't they have the Christmas tree in the lobby, and they had the decorations, they had the music, the Christmas party was the central location for it. But there's the thought that if Christmas is not the thrust of the movie, then it's not a Christmas movie. It just happens to take place at Christmas time. So I think we're okay saying that it is a Christmas movie. So there you go. Sis Sister saying, I don't think we need a number 5. It's a cash grab if it happens. Mr. Furzel, yeah, Gibson is thinking of directing in place of Dick Donner. So we'll see. Was that Patricia Greer? She's not showing up in the credits on that. Was that like a cameo of hers uncredited?
Could be, but like I said,
Looked just like her.
That wasn't Pam Grier, but
Pam Grier. What
could
did I
be.
say, Patricia?
Well, yeah, but it could be like a daughter or a relative though.
Could be.
Okay, so Alicia Naff. That was Dixie.
Oh, gotcha.
Alicia Naff.
Okay, and then Tom Atkins makes an appearance as Michael Hunsaker. I think is that how they pronounce it.
Okay, so let's
Yep,
see.
and
Alicia Naff was last seen in Star Trek Lower Decks.
oh,
She's a voice,
there you
Captain
go.
Sonia Gomez.
Okay, and I
looking
have
like
a follow-up.
Daddy Kiedis, I believe, is coming up. As in Anthony Kiedis' father.
Oh, okay.
In the
All
Red
right, we
Plano.
are now introduced to Riggs, Detective Riggs. So, okay, I want to follow up. Last week's watch party, there was a scene where there was a momentary, an actress, and I said, isn't she the one from that TV show in the 80s? I can't remember the name of it. The TV show's name is Hunter. The actress's name I was thinking of is Stephanie Kramer, and it looked exactly like her. And it literally came to me when I was not even thinking about it this week. So I am going to go back and see if maybe it was an uncredited appearance by her. And it was only that one scene, and she was on the ground as like a prostitute or something that got whacked or almost whacked. Yeah, GH. I heard cops are not allowed to taste heroin even undercover. You are correct. But again, this is a movie. But he should never have done that in the movie because it does. Well, who am I to say? This is an 80s movie, a buddy cop movie. So why not? But I don't think he actually, if you paid attention, I think he might have pretended to and dosed it down his sleeve.
So basically, in the red flannel, that is Anthony Kiedis' father.
Really?
Yep.
And we have our first shootout 13 minutes in. Alex is now out of sync. He goes to a sniper call before the Christmas tree lot bust in the director's cut. So the director's cut, we do have 7 extra minutes, but eventually we'll be in sync. Yeah, Mr. Furzel, nyuk nyuk, he was doing a Three Stooges bit. Yeah, so the whole gist of this, which is so 80s, is you have the clean cut detective, played by Danny Glover, by the book, suit and tie, family man. Then you partner him with the rogue, psycho, whatever you want to call him, detective, and you partner them up. They make the best buddy combo. He is literally unhinged in such a funny way here. Yeah. GH is saying, I always like that scene. Should have included it to show how good Riggs is, not just crazy. So that's the bonus scene that we don't have in the theatrical cut. Yeah, Matt, is he a good rule-abiding cop? In that scene, he is psycho. He would never have been allowed to continue on the force, ever. Yeah, see, Eric is saying there are Christmas trees in the scene right now, so all the more reason that it's a Christmas movie. Yeah, Eric, Mel Gibson's most famous characters are a little unhinged and a bit crazy in Lethal Weapon, but also in Mad Max. You could also say that in Dragonheart a little bit as well.
Braveheart?
In Braveheart, yep. Not as unhinged, but it's like rogue. He went a little rogue.
I was thinking, was it Ransom? Give me back my son!
Oh! In Ransom, he goes completely unhinged.
And was
This
it
scene,
Payback is the one where he's another one.
yeah, Payback is another on the edge, gritty drama film. This scene, for now that I am a couple years past post losing my spouse, this scene gets me. In the depth of his despair. Which would explain his erratic behavior. Okay, yeah, Eric is saying, yeah, good one, Miss Swift, in Ransom. Yeah, that's the one where he's shouting in the phone, give me back my son.
Yeah, find that remix. Someone remixed it. Give me back my give me back my son.
That's almost like a rap song. They could do that. Well, it's not we're not too far in the movie, and we can see. I think they did that for a reason, so we could actually understand Riggs's character, and Mel Gibson's acting in this. He pulls it off and makes us actually believe that he is in the grips of being as low as you can be. Oh, Matt over there in Discord posted a picture of Robert Davi. That one thug looked like a Fratelli brother, but it wasn't him.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. A little goof in the filmmaking. When Riggs is sitting on the couch watching Bugs Bunny, you can see the cameraman pass behind the couch.
Oh.
Did anybody happen to see that?
No,
I have never noticed that because I'm focused on the scene. Okay, a little more touch of Christmas time.
A little hilarious there where she's like, "Get it, Cooley," and then like it might be a vague reference to Cooley High, which was about at least partially involved like doo-wop singing. Like there's the movie, and then there was the fact that Boyz II Men named a record after it. Their little doo-wop stylings. So that one might be a reach, but hey, like I said, you can see there he called himself. He
You
was
know,
Cooley. They're doing doo-wop.
yeah, I mean,
I'll
you
allow
can
it.
see it. Maybe there is a connection. Um, okay, Johnny Devick. Johnny Devick is saying, I saw the TV series, not too bad, but the movies for sure. Um, the TV series lasted 2 seasons, I believe.
Yep, I
Um,
watched
Never
some of
saw it.
it. But apparently it's because the guy playing Riggs actually went off the rails in like real
Exactly.
life.
And he was
Playing Crawford,
fired. And I think that's when, I think did they replace him and then the production just kind of went off the rails?
maybe because I know he'd also started directing some of the episodes or something. I don't know. He just went nuts. So I gotta say, what is it about this role that makes you crazy? And actually, and the guy who just walked out, I believe we last saw him in Action Jackson. He was the guy who was like, "Aren't you Kid Sable?" He was like one of the cops.
Oh, really?
Yep. And then we have
Good
this
eyes.
And then we have this guy here who's in a lot of stuff. Things like I know only thing that's coming to mind right now is an episode of Murder She Wrote, but he's been in more
Oh,
than that.
okay. The guy in Murtaugh's office,
Yeah,
was he one of the, what, Officer Johnson in Die Hard?
he no no
Not
no
Robert
no.
Davi, but the other one. Robert Davi's on the
Oh
phone
yes,
and says, "This is
he was the other Officer Johnson.
this
Yes,
is Officer this is Officer Johnson." No, the other one.
yeah.
It's the other one. I think that's
That was
him.
back in high school, jackass.
That's right. He says something about doesn't this feel like Saigon? He's like, I was in high
I was like
school.
the Saigon Fighting Tigers or something.
Yep.
He's like that was in high school, jackass.
Yep. And yep, Mad Matt, Mary Ellen Trainor is the actual Goonies connection. Yep.
Oh
And
yeah,
she
the
plays the psychiatrist in this.
yeah, that lady there, cause she was their mom, the mom.
Yep. Um, yeah, so Johnny Devick is right. They fired the guy who played Briggs in the TV show. And I never had the pleasure or displeasure of watching the show to see if they were true to the brand.
Um,
Um, but I don't think it got very good reviews. I don't think it went over very well.
I kind of liked it. Like you knew like okay, it's not different, but they did have a good chemistry a little bit from there. It was just like but it was like TV quality. You know.
Yeah. Oh, Calbot, yes, junior high. I was in junior high, dickhead. Yep, that's true. Um, GH for sure. Dick Donner liked reusing actors in his flicks. He had loyalty. You know what? If he was still alive and if he truly wanted to bring the franchise back for another one, I could actually see that working. Maybe. Um, but I think it was Sis Sister over there that mentioned we don't need a number 5. I think they ended on 4, which is good because I think Murtaugh's character kind of just came to a really nice conclusion.
Oh yeah.
And actually, both characters came to a really nice conclusion. I don't think we needed to carry it on anymore.
Now I remember. He was also in Street Fighter, the movie. He was Balrog.
Now, wasn't Street Fighter one of the movies we did under Creator VC? Was it Street Fighter?
I don't I don't
No.
recall. Could have been the original Mortal Kombat. And I think we did Mortal
Mortal
Kombat
Kombat.
Annihilation too. I think that was right before it ended because I had just gotten the big TV and I was just like, oh my god, this looks so terrible.
Um, oh, I didn't know that. Alex Peacock is saying Donner was working on a story for Five when he died. Ah, here we go. Mitchell
And,
Ryan is the general.
and I believe he was in Friday the 13th as the leader of the Cult of Thorn. I think that was him. Technically the man in black hat. Spoiler alert, sorry guys.
Oh, that's okay. Okay, Alex, we did Mortal Kombat 1 and 2. Street Fighter, the one with Jean Claude, was one that was recommended. So maybe I'll put that on the list. Oh, so as a reminder, as this scene unfolds, Sam Neill broke my heart to hear that he had passed away.
That's right, yeah.
Absolutely broke my heart. So I know we've already done a couple of his movie watch parties. We did Dead Calm, we did Jurassic Park. I switched Augustus's schedule a bit, so we're going to have another Sam Neill movie smack dab in the middle of August.
And in the background, as a henchman, there is one of my favorite B movie actors, Gustav Ventus, who
That's it. Gustav Vintas plays Gustav in this movie.
yes, people most
Um,
likely recognize him from the Madonna "Express Yourself" video, but I remember him from such classics as what is it? Hard to, Hard to Kill. It was like a Sam Jones movie, and Vampire at Midnight, which is all such cheesy fun.
was he the guy like in the left? One of the henchmen's in the back.
That's him
He's
and
right
the
there,
bald
kind of with
headed
the
guy, yeah.
bald head.
Giving
That's
you such like
Gustav.
yes, that's good stuff on this.
Okay. Okay, GH in the Mouth of Madness. I almost chose that. I am leaning towards, I'll give you a little hint, guys. Event Horizon. It was either in the Mouth of Madness or Event Horizon. Either one is a good choice. So I do have tentatively Event Horizon for August 16th, but if you'd rather, we could totally do In the Mouth of Madness.
I'm fine with
Those
either.
are, they've both been on my list of movies. But I mean, you can't go wrong. In the Mouth of Madness, Event Horizon are both good. You know, Alex, it's so hard to tell. So is this when Busey started going nuts
It's
in
around that
life?
time. Yeah.
Mr. Furzel posted a gif of him going absolutely nuts. I think he's, yeah, he's
The night Busey went
unique, I should say.
crazy.
Oh, I know, Alex Peacock. Red October is another solid choice of Sam Neill. And The Omen, when he got his start in Hollywood, The Omen. I think Dead Calm was his actual, like, first foray
Well, wasn't
because
he
The
in
Omen 3 came
Possession?
after.
Possession?
Oh, Possession was 81. I think that was right around the time that Dead Calm, right? Dead Calm was
Dedic
82.
Dedicom was I thought it was 84, 85 in that space.
No way. Dead Calm was 89. Oh,
Yeah, like it
there's
was later.
no.
It was definitely
Okay.
later because that was like Kidman's breakout role, and he'd kind of been doing stuff in the background, and that was right after I want to say it was before To Die for Kidman because I'm trying to think. Definitely after BMX Bandits.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so there we go. I have a Sam Neill right in the middle of August. I'll probably just stick with Event Horizon, and I'll make the schedule for August and post it online by next week.
Cool.
Um,
Pepsi. We got Lost Boys playing on the theater in the background.
Yep, that's about the right time.
Sail on to the night, Lost Boys. He's got that Lou Graham hairstyle there, Riggs.
Yep. Yep, The Lost Boys, great movie, filmed at the Santa Cruz Boardwalk,
And I
my
just
old stomping ground.
and I just clocked briefly the little old lady staring at them from the car in the background. You're just like,
Oh, and this was when they were both stars, so that would be totally noticeable.
noticeable. Yeah.
It's like, oh my
Like-
God, there's Mel Gibson and Danny Glover.
Glover.
Yeah, when you're in an open scene like that, you do the best to, do crowd control, do the background work. But it's always interesting in a wide open shot where you look and see people in the background that give it away, that it's a movie scene because you actually see people doing that, acting totally not nonchalant, but staring. Okay, well, Tom Atkins was brought in because his daughter was the jumper. And this is all revolving around a new synthetic drug on the market.
Yep.
Yeah,
this scene-
and so
Hunsaker.
Hunsaker and Murtaugh were in Nam together, is that right? Or they were army buddies? Is that the
Something like that.
connection?
I also like the scene coming up because it has one of my favorite, movie, not quite gaff, but you're like, oh, okay, so something happened there and they had to fix it.
This is Alex Peacock is saying, I love the jumper scene. This is so unhinged, but it's so great because we're seeing more of Riggs' unhinged, erratic behavior, suicidal behavior. Even though this really doesn't play into the main narrative, we get little side detours. Okay, yeah, Sith's sister is mentioning, I'm sorry, started, as in like Gary Busey, started going nuts. I'm thinking he's always been a little off. He's always been a little eccentric.
Well, it's like, all those motorcycle accidents with without a helmet.
So, yeah. But his son, not so much. I mean, his son seems like a pretty solid guy. Okay, Mad Matt posted the funniest thing. How about watching Sam Neill as Odin? Where is that from?
Is that from? Oh, it's Ragnarok when they were doing the play, I think.
Oh, okay. The actor in the background on the right-hand side, I think these are all actors we know. Is that Tom Holland? I can't remember that scene,
Well,
but
it was
that's...
it's Matt Damon.
Is that Matt Damon? Okay.
Yeah, it's Loki, I believe. I think it's Matt Damon as Loki.
Okay. This scene is so enjoyable because it's so far-fetched.
Yep.
Yeah, GH isn't the cushion already under him already, so what's the danger?
And see, you see where the thing they had holding their wrists together snapped, and so they had to grab each other's hands. So that's one of my favorite gags watching that.
You are right. I had never noticed that before.
And so just as they're coming down, it breaks, and you see the guy. Oh, it broke. Grab.
The danger would be if the jumper were to run around the building, he would still I mean, in real life, he wouldn't necessarily jump into the cushion. So I think that's why
Riggs,
Riggs had to take him out.
take them out. You gotta keep them separated.
Um, okay, I don't know if it's an oops or if I missed something in the explanation of how they got to be partners. If they are both detectives, that means they have both been in the force roughly 5 years, at least 5 years in order to move up the ranks and become detectives. Wouldn't they have already known each other and become familiar with each other because they're partners and they're acting like they know nothing of each other? Right? Did I miss like the explanation where they knew who each other's were, just never had worked together?
I, I didn't hear.
I mean, LA is a big city. It's got many different police stations, but you know who you're working with. You know the rosters. You know who's who, and who's working what division. Oh, this is.
And the jumper was played by Michael Shaner, who's just did a lot of like little bit parts here and there.
Oh, this is. Yeah, I don't know. Is he capable of killing himself in this movie? I would say so. Wow. Or he's good at playing chicken. Oh, Alex is saying they're both sergeant, but Riggs wasn't always homicide. Oh, maybe because he was in the drug task force, undercover drugs. That could be it.
Yep.
Yeah, GH. I think Sharon knows more about cops than we do. I used to be one way, way back.
Exactly. That's why.
My younger days, much younger days, when it was so much different than it is today. Thank you, Alex. Riggs got moved apartments after his wife dies. I thought that was the plot. Okay. Yeah, that would send him off on a spiral.
Narc.
Oh, that is great, Miss Swift. Is that a real Christmas sweater? I love that.
Then I figured we have enough British people. The jumper joke lands. Bam.
Ga-bum-bum. Okay, there was
Massive cell phone. Massive. Hey, hi, hi. How are you doing? It's just I want a
massive.
cell phone.
They were bricks, like bricks, and very expensive to buy and to maintain.
Yep.
How we doing on the time there, Alex? Are you still synced up? Because we had one additional scene in the director's cut, no more that I recall.
Okay, that was a nice one-liner. I was like, I've been driving since before you were itching your daddy's pants.
Yeah, you got to think the age gap would not be that bad. But are we led to believe there's like a 20-year age difference?
Maybe 10 or something.
Maybe 10? Nah.
5, 10. Because remember in, what was it? Carrie, the lady playing the teacher, was only like 2 or 3 years older, like 4 years older than Sissy Spacek. It was hilarious. So
Yeah.
time is fluid.
Okay, Danny. All right. So in reality, the age difference, okay, between Danny Glover and Mel Gibson is only 9 years.
Okay, about a decade.
But thank you, Matt. In the movie, there's a 12-year age gap. Okay. Okay. I mean, I buy it.
I buy it. I'll allow it. Judge Nils Lane. Gonna have a little.
Yeah. I'll buy that for $1.
I'll buy that for $1.
Um, oh, hey, okay, we've got great Christmas sweater ideas. Mr. Furzel wears one every Christmas. It's not Christmas until Hans Gruber falls from Nakatomi Plaza. Love that. Hey, we ought to have we're going to wear our Christmas sweaters sometime in December for Christmas. So, yeah, start thinking about Christmas. Yeah, that reference, lifestyles of the rich and famous. Okay, what's the guy's name that would host it? Robin Leach. That was a real show, and we bought it hook, line, and sinker, and it made celebrities and rich people seem like just regular folk, even though they would show these glamorous homes and boats, and it was crazy. But then
It was like a
they'd be so
classier
darn
version of
poor.
MTV Cribs.
Yep. Exactly. Oh, back when MTV was good. Remember those days? I'm Robin Leach. Thank you, Alex. I am now hearing Robin Leach in my head. Thank you. You're welcome.
And you're missing your champagne kings and caviar dreams.
That's right. That was his tagline. Oh, Robin Leach. And I think he always wore pastel suits. Always something just very California-ish. Oh, this is a fun scene, too. They got to the pimp's house, and yeah, he's still unhinged. Robin Leach. Boy, that takes me back to the 80s. And it's nice. I think Danny Glover has just enough gray hair on his mustache where he really does look like he could be 50. Fun fact, there was also a swimming pool scene in Lethal Weapon 2, if you guys remember.
When they torture, they dunked him in. Or no, that was I don't think that was a swimming pool. Well, I know one of the big things was them building a swimming pool, wasn't it?
Yeah, and there was the scene where, oh God, what was? I'm gonna have to think of his name, his character's name. What was Joe Pesci's character's name in Lethal Weapon 2? I can't remember, but they gave him a bloody nose, a broken nose, and
Remember they were torturing him? I definitely remember him being tortured.
I think so, yeah. Can't remember the name of his character in the second one. Yeah, I think he was, Alex. I think he was actually closer to 44.
Leo Getz. Yes. Whatever you want, Leo Getz.
Leo Getz, thank you. Such a likable character and funny as hell. And I ended up rooting for him, even though in the movie he was not.
He was like a toad, you know. He
was not a good guy in the movie, but he played a good guy, a good character. Mr. Furzel says I fell onto a pool cover once, really scary. Yeah, especially those plastic ones, the really thin plastic ones. Now they have really hard covered ones that actually go around the pool and secure it, where it's like walking on a hardtop. Yeah, that would scary as hell.
Yeah, like I don't even wanna. Oof, I probably would have panicked too.
Yeah. Yeah, me and water don't mix as it is, but yeah, falling into a
That's why I was on a big boat.
with a life preserver on, I hope. Well,
Well, only when I was with the stingrays.
yeah, we still have people drowning out here in California. Just not good. Oh, Alex is saying, yeah, Leo explaining money laundering is great. His whole character persona is amazing in that movie. Oh, look at that. Riggs is coming home. And I like that he's becoming part of the family.
Woo! Yeesh, Alex Peacocks. Roast.
Oh, is anybody watching the World Cup as well? Anybody got it on in the background? Um, I don't. How long does each match last? Does anybody know? Otherwise, I'd have to search.
Like his daughter making goo goo eyes. It's like,
Oh,
oh heck no.
and she's probably what? She's 16 at this point.
Yep. She got them hormones.
Well, it is Mel Gibson, all right? What 16-year-old girl wasn't doing that?
Yeah, I was like, it was Mel Gibson before
Exactly.
before you
Uh,
knew what you knew.
Yeah, before he went a little nutso. Oh, thank you, GH. It's 90 minutes plus stoppage time. Gotcha. Thank you. So by the time this movie is over, we might have a winner of the World Cup. I'm sure it's not going to come as any surprise to. Okay, so I know it's Nick. No, Roger Murtaugh, his son Nick. What's his wife's name? His character, Trish.
Trish.
That their daughter is making googly eyes
Yep.
at Mel Gibson,
Yep.
but yeah, they can have fun with that. Considering in the third or fourth one, the fourth one with Chris Rock,
Yep.
things turned out okay.
Yep.
Oh, Matt is saying, was Canadian Mist a sponsor? A billboard will be seen later. They very well could be. This movie was what 80? What did I 87?
87.
And I think that's when they started bringing some sponsor tie-ins.
Well, I don't know, that big Pepsi food
I
truck
think.
and all the cores they're popping here seems pretty huge.
Oh, thank you, Alex. Game still tied 0-0. Alex, a nice 80s boat Roger has there. Yep, there. It reminds me of what is the name of that movie? Mel Gibson and Michelle Pfeiffer were in Tequila Sunrise,
Tequila Sunrise.
and that Kurt Russell was in that, right? Yes, Kurt Russell was in that, and that one
Raul
had.
Julia.
Whoa. He must have been the bad guy, right?
Yep. Or actually, you don't know that to the end. Spoiler alert.
Okay. But Tequila Sunrise is still
For
over 30
40
years
years.
old, I
I
think.
was just say, for a 40-year-old movie.
We could give each other a little slack.
Like,
That was a fun movie, and it has Mel Gibson on about 1988. So we're still looking at 38 years. So it's okay. Spoilers are okay. But
I
yeah, the
think what
boat in that
was
movie is a big part of the story.
Silver Shamrock.
Oh, here we go. A little did you know? Legendary stuntman Dar Robinson was killed in a motorcycle accident shortly after principal photography was finished. Director Richard Donner dedicated the film to him.
Hmm.
There you go. That's who Dar Robinson is.
Yep.
But he wasn't killed actually doing a stunt for
No.
this movie because
It was
photography was over.
it was him and like another one, I guess the guy, one of his last movies was like Red Heat, where there it was another famous stunt man where who died like out after the movies. And that's where we had the thing where we're talking, oh yeah, you got these stuntmen and they didn't
Mm.
die doing all their stunts. They died during because of mundane things outside of it. Outside of the movies. You're like, "Oh." But I guess the guy from Red Heat, mm, it may have tangentially been related because he got pneumonia, and Arnold Schwarzenegger was talking about that he possibly got pneumonia because they had the naked fight scene in the snow, and he put out
Mm.
planks so that they wouldn't freeze their bits off while doing the scene.
So it could have been because of that,
That, yeah,
it led to, yeah. Well, pneumonia, and that's what he had. He had pneumonia because of that, and that might have contributed to.
yeah,
Boy, that's what Sam Neill supposedly died of. That's what they say. He died of pneumonia, not the
yep,
cancer. I mean, pneumonia is not something to be trifled with, even though, from everything that I understand, pneumonia can be beaten with the proper antibiotics.
yep,
But I think if your body is so weak from the pneumonia, you still can't get all that crap out of your lungs. So antibiotics can't work fast enough, I
yep.
believe. Um, yeah, that's deadly stuff, man. Here we go. Now they're bringing up a little tidbit. Danny Glover's character is 50 years old in this, but Glover was only 40 years old in
Oh,
1986. So if there is a 7 year time difference, not time, age difference, then Mel Gibson would be in his early 30s, which I guess that's right because I mean he really hit it big in I think Mad Max was that really catapulted Mel Gibson. That was early 80s or late 70s was the first one, early 80s was the second one. I think that we all know and love. Oh, that's right. They're celebrating his birthday.
it's his birthday. That's why he's too old for this mess. He's too old for this Swift.
He's too old, but he carries on in three more movies.
Yep.
Yeah, he's in all of them. Yeah, Alex Peacock. It was a nice moment. The bit just now, the history Mel had in Nom as a sniper is a good bonding moment between the characters. Yeah, and I think later on in this movie, I think they go to the shooting range and we get to see his aptitude with a firearm. Or was that in the second one? I can't remember.
I believe was it where he does the smiley face.
He does his little smiley face on the target. Yeah, I think that was the first one coming up. No spoilers though.
Oh no,
All
no,
right, well,
she chested boobily.
yep, this is the 80s. We still have lots of boobies. Yeah, Mr. First was saying, "Damn, girl, yeah, this puts butts in the seats." Well, look at it this way: Mel Gibson brings the ladies, and the boobies bring the boys, and the action. This is a great action movie for everybody.
And of course, Kesha's milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
There you go. Oh yeah, just comes into their house because he's one of them, right?
Mad Matt, no kids interrupting Daddy or some work at home.
Yep. Oh no, Mr. Furzel, you were born in '83. Oh, that makes me so old.
Old.
Ugh.
You're younger than older than my younger sister.
Yeah, well, to put it in perspective, this year marks the 40th uh, anniversary of when I graduated high school. Holy cow, where did the time go? Oh, I think this is the scene. Okay.
Yep.
Yep, GH mentioned it was this one. I thought it was later on in the movie. See, Matt, you're only 2 years older than me. You graduated class of '84. I was '86. Sith Sister, okay, 1979. Oh, Talbot, that's a good gif of Murtaugh. I'm too old for this shit. I think he says it several times during the whole franchise. Oh, did I? Okay, how backed up am I on this chat? I don't want to miss anybody. Yep, and the old trope about the wife who can't cook. I don't think she ever learned how to cook, right, in this whole franchise. That is a nice grouping. But that's what made him a really good sniper. And I am reminded of another really, really good sniper movie. I don't want to butcher the year. Does anybody remember? I think it's Mark Wahlberg in Shooter from 2007.
I
Ned Beatty's in it.
I remember the movie exists. I don't think I've ever watched it.
If you haven't watched it, it came to my mind this week, and it would make a really fun watch party. Have you guys heard of it? Have you seen it? And if so, what are your impressions? Oh, yeah, Mr. Furs will love the net crack before the shot. Yep. Okay, that shot is extremely difficult. Oh, Alex is saying Shooter, the movie is good. So is Ryan Philippe. That's how you pronounce his last name, right? Philippe? In the series.
I think it's
I did
I think
not
it's
know that
Ryan
was
Philippe.
Philippe. Sith Sister, never saw it. It is well worth watching. And as far as I know, it did not make it big in the theater. I don't remember it in the theater, at least. But it's making the rounds on the cable circuit, on what? Just about every network out there. If you haven't, check it out. It's really enjoyable. Okay, Matt, I had to rewatch this scene to verify 7 shots fired to make 7 bullet holes in a happy face. Yeah, I would have done that to double check.
Little snitches there, little kids there.
Yeah, they learn young. I'm surprised they're not out there, shouting it out. Dixie, Dixie.
Well, tonight they blew old Dixie up.
But isn't that a country song? The night
Oh,
that they blew
they
Dixie
drove
up.
old Dixie down. Yes, but that's not the night that the lights went out in Georgia.
George. No, that's a totally
A
separate song.
different thing.
I think they've made movies based around that song, "The Night the Lights Went Out in Georgia."
I
There was
remember
a
that
movie
one because that
made.
was Randy Quaid and Christy McNichol.
Okay, I almost said Mark Hamill wasn't. No, Mark Hamill was in
Corvette
um,
Summer.
Corvette Summer before he made it big, and he was also in the pilot for Eight Is Enough.
Oh, okay. That I did
Um,
not know.
he played the oldest son in Eight Is Enough. And I think when Star Wars then hit it big, I think he had to get out of his contract,
Hmm.
or it was right around that time, and he had to get out of his contract to do Eight Is Enough, something like that. Um,
And here's where his military training is paying off. He's like, "Oh, I recognize this Mercury switch."
yep. And so don't forget, this was back in '89. So Nam, oh no, '87. This is '87. So Vietnam had only been over, I think, since 72, 73 is when all the vets came home. So they were still portraying that heavy in the movies in the '80s. A lot of them had come from Nam. We saw that in Rambo. Not so much these days, I think, because it's been 40, 50 years since Vietnam, so it's hard to stretch that out. Thank you, Matt. The oldest son was Grant Goodeve. Curse you, things I remember for no reason. Yes, that was his name. Grant Goodeve took over for Mark Hamill as the oldest son. Yes, thank you, GH. It's '87. Yep. Now these little kids are like full of information. But yeah, you might want to bribe them with something like candy, or I don't know. Back in the '80s, what were kids going for? Video games. Yeah, video games were big in the '87, right? I think Atari had been out.
It's like with Eight Is Enough. It was all about Willie Ames for me.
Oh, yeah. I bet if I thought hard enough, I could name all 8 kids. Not the actors, but probably the characters. And that's going back to late '70s. And Diana Hyland played the mom, but she died after the first season and was replaced by, if memory serves, Betty Buckley. Okay, this, I'm guessing, if memory serves, this was a summer release. But don't quote me on that. Let me research my notes. No, this was released in March of 1987. This should have totally been a summer blockbuster movie. So for whatever reason, they released it in March 1987. Let's see, does anybody remember the summer of '87 and what movies came out? Oh, we've only done a couple of the watch parties. Predator, RoboCop, Full Metal Jacket, yeah. Beverly Hills Cop 2 was the moneymaker that summer. Yep. Matt, what was the fascination with 3D glasses? Yeah, Mr. Furzel also posted a GIF of a guy wearing 3D glasses. I think the 80s was kind of like an insurgence of 3D movies, but they weren't mainstream. They were, um, what? Like, it was like a prop to sell a movie. They had one of the Friday the 13th in 3D. They had Jaws 3D was in the 80s.
Yep.
They had a Piranha 3D. So they were coming up with the 3D movies.
Metal Storm, the destruction of Jaredson, with the
Oh,
3D ending.
good memory.
Did
And
Dungeon
so you
Master
got
have
you
had a
got the
3D
3D
gimmick?
glasses. Yeah. But you're right, Matt. Okay, I have a ton of 3D glasses from the 80s, but no one ever wore them to be cool. No one that I knew of. It was usually associated with movies in the 40s and 50s, and they made a lot of the sci-fi movies in 3D for the kids, and that was what you would normally associate with kids walking around with 3D glasses.
And then they, like I said, they had that little revival in the 80s.
Yep, in the 80s. And then in, I think, the early 2000s, mid 2000s, they would release 3D televisions. So consumers could have 3D television at home. They were making 3D Blu-ray discs. That died out. But I think you could still, if you do your research, you could still watch some 3D movies at home. Ah, here we go. We got a lot of exposition here.
Exposition. What a show.
Yep. So his friend knows more than he originally let on. Right? There's always something more to this new Coke that's coming in the market. 1980 movies, these cop buddy movies, it was all about Coke. That was the drug of the 80s. Oh, interesting discussion over there in Discord about tattoos. Um, yeah, Mr. Furzel saying he got his first tattoo when he was 30. And Sith's sister, my wife, has two, one for me and one for her aunt. She wants more.
Do do do.
Nice. Oh, yeah. Matt, that gif of Bill Cosby, the new Coke, that is like the worst thing that had happened in the 80s. No joke. It was a colossal failure. I remember it like it was yesterday. It failed so bad. I have never seen a company backtrack so fast on a product. And
And
yeah,
goodbye, Tom Atkins.
new Coke. But then they were trying to say, nope, this is we're not going to say new. We're going to make this Coke. And now there's a whole bunch of names that
Coca-Cola
happen. It was like
Classic.
classic. You had to say classic because classic is like the old recipe because it was so bad. The new was so bad.
But the classic recipe wasn't the old recipe. Because that one you might have to go skiing with.
Now this is an interesting location that they shot on. It almost looks like Big Sur, but this was actually, let's see, Palo Verde Peninsula in California, but it looks like Big Sur. Beautiful scenery.
Yep. It's a nice shot here with this like a sunrise, a sunset
Yep.
here.
Yeah, GH, get him Riggs. With him being a sharpshooter sniper, he should have got it. Well, his weapon wasn't powerful enough.
The plot wouldn't let him
That's true. It would have ended really quick had he actually gotten. Um, okay, Sith Sister is mentioning. I don't know, Sharon. Did you see how fast Disney turned tail after the Last Jedi?
True,
And
true.
Mr. Fervil is commenting because they ruined the franchise forever. Yeah. Um, yeah, it's sad. I think I stopped paying attention to Disney the second they bought the rights to Star Wars. I think I knew all was lost. Um, I don't know. I just had that sinking feeling.
Eh, I didn't mind them.
And you know what? I think they did the best they could with what they had, and they really tried to do a good product. And I think the trilogy was good, but I'm I'm forever an original trilogy gal, and that is where my fondness for Star Wars comes from.
Yep.
So it's hard to top that, and it's hard to keep venturing out into that universe, that franchise that won't die because they have so much money riding on it. They won't let it die. Exactly. So, I mean, they do have high. I think the first season of The Mandalorian was actually really solid, and I've paid attention to it. Um, yeah, yeah, but and I'm open to everybody's interpretation because the trilogy that Disney got a hold of, um, with what they had, with what they were going for, I will give them grace and say I think they did the best they could. Um, my taste, though, it just doesn't hold a candle to the original. Okay, Miss Swift and Calbot, you guys throwing out little baby Yoda. I
Grogu.
love, I love little baby Yoda. Love, love, love. Okay, love it. So they did something right. GH, I'm a fundamentalist when it comes to Star Wars. Yeah, me too. I'm a diehard George Lucas creation. That's what Star Wars will always be to me, is from his mind, his creation. The second he sold those rights, it was no longer like part of my universe, except Baby Yoda. Mm-hmm. Um, all right, so on to the show. Yeah, most of this was filmed in and around LA. I mean, you could tell
La
lots of
La
these exterior
Land.
shots. LA is a big, big city, huge metropolitan area.
And after that explosion scene, all I was reminding of was the scene from Last Action Hero, who was like only 2 days away from retirement. The guy in the tree.
Oh, that trope, yes. 2 days away from retirement. You've got that trope. It's a classic movie trope. Um, Oh, okay. I think we missed it, but here we got a little error in filming as Murtaugh and Riggs pull up to Murtaugh's house after realizing Rian has been kidnapped. Tracks of the camera truck in front of Murtaugh's car are clearly visible in the wet street. Did anybody catch that?
Nerp.
Yeah, Miss Swift. Ah, okay. Hugs. Okay, Baby Yoda, I've got a soft spot. Yes. So I think it's safe to say I don't have any of the later trilogy Star Wars movies on Watch Party, the ones from the 90s or the ones from the 2000s. I don't have those on the list. That's not to say we won't, maybe for shits and giggles. Um, you know, who knows? Never say never.
So is this the one where she was dating the guy with lots of pimples? Because I remember they were like, "Oh yeah, we found the body in the neighborhood." He's like, "Oh yeah, it's the skinny guy with lots of pimples." They're like, "Yeah," and he's like, "What?" Because if you think about it, like, don't think about it too much. You're like, "Oh, so somebody, some family out there, it's like, oh, their little teenage son, it's kind of glossed over, is like dead and gone just because he was dating Murtaugh's daughter."
That is a good question. Okay, and if it wasn't this one, what else? What other one would
It
it
would have
be
been
in?
the second one.
I don't think it was in the second one, but I don't know. I could be wrong. You know what, GH? Yeah, we could do the prequels for shits and giggles. We could. Well, I mean, we could do the Phantom Menace. Oh, you know what? Would I torture you guys with that one? Would you stick around for Phantom Menace? Because that is just ripe for the pickings.
Okay, so the boyfriend's name was Mark, and it was lots of dimples, not lots of pimples.
Was it this one? Or does he
Yes.
show up later? Ah.
No, he didn't. Like, it was a gag earlier, and they're like, "Oh, Mark, he's the one. He's a skinny kid with lots of dimples." And then they were like, and
Oh.
right before he arrives at the house, they're like, "Oh, we found a body," and they were like, "Oh," he's like, "Oh yeah, skinny kids, lots of dimples," and they're like, "Yeah, exactly." So it was Rianne's boyfriend.
Oh yeah, that ain't good. So they mean business. But this is the setup for the
Yeah.
final confrontation with the bad guys. Mad Matt, wouldn't Dimples be a Dick Tracy villain? Was he one of the bad guys in the Dick Tracy movie? Which, by the way, we will be doing a watch party on by the end of the year. We have not done a really good Warren Beatty movie. I don't recall because Warren Beatty strictly does, the dramas, the heavy movies. Well, no, I take that back. Some of his earlier works, but he did Dick Tracy in 1990, which is a hell of a good movie.
Bonnie and Clyde.
Bonnie and Clyde. Oh, yeah.
I suppose we could do Heaven Can Wait.
Oh, Heaven Can Wait. Uh, that's a good one with Diane Carroll and I want to say Jack Warden. Good one, Calvin. And after Dick Tracy, we still won't have done a good Warren Beatty movie.
Exactly. I'm trying to think. I'm like, well, I suppose if you're into drama and prestige, his movies are good. For me, I'm like, meh. So I've seen Bugsy. I've seen Tracy.
Yep.
What is it? Reds.
Yep. Reds was a heavy dramatic piece.
Maybe Bonnie and Clyde.
Yep.
Um,
Well,
Ishtar. No.
oh God, no. I wouldn't even sit through Ishtar. You would see.
Woolworth.
It would be a blank screen up here, guys. I will not sit through that.
I'd rather watch Spies Like Us twice.
Dick Tracy was all about the makeup, the cinematography,
And like the colors.
and the color scheme, the filming process. Oh, all right. GH is throwing it out there. Best
Best
Warren
Bullworth.
Beatty movie, Bullworth.
Well, like
Um,
it does have Halle Berry in it, so you can't like you can't go wrong with
so
that.
yeah, Bullworth. I think wasn't he playing a presidential candidate
Who
who
went nuts,
was
sort of.
diagnosed with cancer, and he
Yeah,
was like, "F it," you know.
yeah.
All right,
And of
this
course
is.
we have
Oh,
our
go ahead.
standard desert showdown. Just gotta go.
Desert Showdown, El Mirage Dry Lake in California. A sweeping landscape. I believe that is actually part of Death Valley. Let me do a quick search. Does anybody know? Because Southern California, a big part of Southern California is Death Valley, and it's just desolate.
And we've got the limo versus the Woody station wagon.
Yeah, it would have to be, I'm guessing it would have to be Southern California. Yep, just, okay, it's not by Joshua Tree National Park, which is vast. It's actually a little north of LA. Joshua Tree is, it's just dry and it's full of Joshua trees, which the last I heard was burning to the ground. And I hope they were able to stop that fire. That's a good question, Alex. Is this a salt flat? I don't think it is. It's just a dried lake bed.
Gustav.
Ah, there you go. That's the guy making an appearance
Yep.
again.
Yep.
Gustav?
Yes. Gustav, played by Gustav, with a V.
And his character's with an F, I believe.
Exactly.
Gustav.
Yes.
Yeah, and his daughter is played by Tracy Wolf, and I think the whole cast returns for all four movies, I believe. Oh, Matt is saying no, Victorville. I rode dirt bikes as a kid. Okay. Oh, see, Riggs is a sniper. He should be able to take this shot easy. But
Well,
if he did,
he's telling him to move to the left. Move to the left.
Move to the left, move to the left.
Murtaugh needs to move.
Yeah, and I think everybody knows Murtaugh's bluffing with the hand grenade, because there's no way he'd risk blowing up his kid.
Ooh, bolo tie goes down.
Good shot.
Girl, get down. Get down, go ahead. Get down, girl.
Yep,
Get down,
we've had
go
quite a few
ahead.
shootouts in this movie, huh? Yep.
Up, there goes Gustav.
Mm.
Right in
Mhm.
the head. Right the headshot.
And I think, fun fact in the movie, did they mention that she didn't have her license? I think that was kind of the subplot.
Yep.
She had her permit, but she didn't have her
Have a
license.
license.
Come on, take the shot. Take the shot.
Here we go. And is that Al Young in the helicopter there?
This is a really good action scene set up quite nicely in the middle of a desert.
Well, yes,
And this movie is just fun.
everyone knows
Oh,
station wagons are indestructible because they had to stand up to one of the most destructive forces in the world, kids.
yeah, they really are indestructible. I mean, you could hit them from the front and back, and still not really damage it. Oh, Alex, game still tied after 80 minutes. Is it still 0-0? It's got to be getting to the end. Oh, and GH is mentioning no one's team made it this far except the Faves. So it was Spain and Argentina. Are these the ones that had been projected to make it to the final? This is a really, really good stunt. And you would have to have balls of steel to be the driver of this vehicle and the pilot of the helicopter, because so much could go wrong.
Here we go.
All right.
Allie Young. I think okay, so there was something we saw him in between Die Hard and this. And I don't remember what it was.
Um, yeah, you're talking about Al Long, right?
Yep.
Anybody know offhand? I'm going to do a quick search because Die Hard was 86 and this is 87.
Yeah, but like I'm thinking in terms of watch parties. I think we saw something. We watched Die Hard, and then I think there was one movie in between that we saw him in.
No, Die Hard was 88. Why do I keep saying it's 80? It's 86. No, Die Hard was 88. Oh, Alex is saying Last Action Hero.
Yep, there we go. That's what we saw him in between Die Hard and this.
You know what? Because I know we've seen him in like 3 or 4 different movies over the years.
Have we done Big Trouble in Little China?
Creator VC did.
Okay.
I think that was a 2025.
Yep. Because I know he's in that.
No, 2024 was the last year Creator VC did. Yeah, we did lots of his movies. Yes, thank you. Who posted that? Mad Matt. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. He played Genghis Khan. Yep. Yep. Yeah, he's got quite the filmography. And I believe Mel Gibson is still going strong in the industry, right? I mean, he kind of got canceled there for a while. Did he make a comeback?
He keeps coming back. I have no particular interest in seeing him.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing lately. Oh, that's one of my favorite gifts, Alex Peacock. Con. Yep. So everybody is kidnapped. Everybody is held hostage. We have 23 minutes left. The bad guys seem to be winning. But it can't be the end. And I don't think I'm giving any spoilers away.
Mr. Large. Well, given that there are 3 sequels, I think we understand that at least one or more of them are making it out.
And that would really be a bad move to hurt the daughter. Absolutely, we would revolt if anything happened to her. But this is a questionable choice, actually, because she's only 16 in this movie and she's in her skivvies. I question that as a... I didn't question it so much back in the 80s, but, you know, with changing sensibilities.
Well, also, like, she's still in something somewhat modest, because she could have been in, like, bra and panties. She's like a chemise and shorts. And she was pretty much fully clothed for most of this.
Pretty much. Yeah. I mean, so they're well within the legal limits of what their choices are here. But it's something I just noticed.
Yep.
In 2026, watching a movie from I was going to say early 80s. Nope, late 80s. Oh, fun fact, Danny Glover did not start acting until he was 28 years old. Kind of
Okay.
a late bloomer in the industry.
Yep.
Okay, who started that GIF? Okay, Alex. No, Calbot started the GIFs of from Rocky Horror. It's just a jump to the left and a step to the right. Yep, and Alex continued on with the time warp. Yep, and then thank you, Calbot, with a reminder. Now I have that song stuck in my head. Rocky Horror would be a really fun movie for us to do. Do you guys know the songs by heart? I know some of them.
Not necessarily by heart, but I know a bunch of them. So, but if we do the Rocky Horror, I would have to say that would be like an everybody co-host thing because I feel like we would need to be doing the dances together.
Yeah, I mean, we could because that really would be a group effort.
Yes.
But if you guys are up for it, I mean, we could really do something fun.
Time warp lives rent free in your head.
Yep.
Oh no, I guess Gustav made it out. Unless it's someone different. So what I want to know is who is this band?
Who is this band? It's probably a house band, you think?
Yep.
Unless it was a band that was brought in for the movie.
Well, I know they were like watching them do what was it? Their practice earlier.
I wonder.
Was it Honeymoon Suite?
It might be. Does anybody know offhand if they actually
Let's
brought
see.
Honeymoon Suite? I'm just double checking. Um, they played the main song that turned into a music video, but I don't know if that's them in that scene.
Yeah. In that scene, or like the scene earlier where they were practicing.
Alex, I could do that. Make the
Woohoo!
stream background the Muppet Show doors for that kind of multi-person live. That would be fun. Hey, if you guys are up for it, I'll bring you all in.
Woohoo!
All right, so they got out alive and they got the daughter out.
Yay!
Now, watch Mel Gibson run through the streets of LA.
Take that, Tom Cruise!
He is actually impressive. This is not a stunt doing it. That is him actually running. And he could be not a professional runner, but that's some good acting.
Woohoo!
Yeah, exactly, Miss Swift. Just like, yeah, kind of like Tom Cruise.
High knees, high knees, high knees!
Or maybe it's just the way they film him running down the street. But you could tell he's a man on a mission.
Man on a mission! We're on a mission!
All right, so I am not seeing anything on the band that was actually in that scene. It just
Yeah.
keeps coming back to Honeymoon Suite. Yeah, it could just have been some. Maybe they're in the credits. All right, so Gary Busey, who plays Joshua, he is the main guy they need to go after.
Mr. Joshua. He's what TV tropes would call the dragon. As in you have your main bad guy and you have his like primary henchman, the dragon. It's the equivalent of so the main bad guy in Star Wars per se would be the Emperor. Darth Vader would be the dragon, his dragon.
Oh, I did not know that. So I
Yeah.
just learned something new.
So if you ever notice a lot of these movies have that, it's just like You have your main villain, your mastermind, and then you usually have that guy who's the badass fighter, the whatever. Or if we could go to
Like this,
Roadhouse, he
like the second in command kind of thing.
yeah, like the enforcer, the second in command, like
That's a good name for it. The enforcer,
yep.
the muscle, the heavy. GH is saying, heard an Englishman just set a new record for the mile run. Whoa, did they break 3 minutes?
Well, clearly they were trying to get out of the sun before they spontaneously combusted.
Oh, heck yeah. Like everyone's going through a heat wave. I hope you guys all are cooling off and have air conditioning.
I do, but at this time of day, it's almost like it does nothing.
All right, doing a quick search. The fastest mile run ever is 3 minutes and 42 seconds. 3:42.66. A world record set by British runner Josh Kerr. And this was posted just a couple days ago. Holy cow. I remember when they broke the 5-minute mile. That was a huge deal. Now they've broken the 4, and pretty soon they're going to break the 3. Hey, there you go, Miss Swift. That's a trope that I had not heard of. But it sounds so much better than just sidekick, right?
Yeah. It's one of those things that once you hear it explained, you kind of start seeing it everywhere. You're like, oh, especially since you're knowing, like, oh, it's always that person that one of your bad guys fights before the villain. It's almost like sometimes the villain is almost a letdown.
Yeah. Yeah, because you have to go through his henchmen, his dragons, before you get to him. And he's usually not the guy with the muscle. He surrounds himself with that.
The big bad second in command, basically.
Yeah. So what's interesting, guys, about, and I know we've talked about it before, movies set in the 80s before the CGI revolution, all of these were practical effects. So you had to close down the streets, you had to hire the stuntmen, you had to do all of this work to get these car crashes, the stunts timed just right. Whereas today, I don't know as if the movie industry puts their time and energy into practical effects like this, especially when you're doing crashes like this and you're putting people, in the scene with risking their injuries. I guess nowadays everything is done CGI, right? Does anybody do practical effects like this anymore? Do they risk it? Does insurance cover it anymore? The ever-evolving scene in Hollywood, I guess. Yeah, so I have a love-hate relationship with it. My new backgrounds, the new images that I post, it's all AI. I have to put my creativity into it, but it's like the AI computer produces it, so it's still created, even though I have to put input into it. So there's no copy and pasting anymore. So I just, that's it. That's Hollywood. GH is saying, yeah, some do. Yeah, I mean, I hope it's still alive and well, even though they will probably get to a point where insurance companies will not insure productions that use practical effects and real stuntmen.
I suppose it all depends on the stunt, doesn't it? Like,
yeah. Okay, Joshua here has no mercy. He just barges in like a gangster, like a dragon, even though he's the top guy.
And look, they're playing. It's a Christmas Carol there.
Yep, 1951's Christmas Carol.
And on the cover, it's like Free South Africa into apartheid. A little bit of foreshadowing for number 2.
That's exactly right. Because the second one came out, what, 2 years after this one?
Mm-hmm.
And that was the main theme behind the whole story of the second one.
Sorry, bad guys. Nobody here with us cops.
But he just barges into the house
Yep.
like he's bulletproof. Yeah, Alex is saying pretty weak fire hydrant. Absolutely.
I don't know. Judging the fact that the fire hydrant near me got just, I guess, bumped by a truck and was like, I think they're a lot not as robust as you might think.
Well, you'd think they'd take the impact of a car hitting them, but maybe not.
Time to go mano a mano.
It's exactly. We are at the final showdown. This movie has just been like action after action scene after action scene, and now we have a full blown fist fight, which I guess is, it's pretty classic. This movie just went by super quick.
Very quick clip.
Yep. Oh, Johnny Devick is saying extra rounds in the finals. This will drag out. Yeah, because you can't end it on a tie. Is that right? Someone's got to score. Okay, so yeah, they are at the end of the 90-minute regulation. So how does overtime work in the World Cup? Is it just until someone scores, I guess?
This is the first rule of Fight Club. You do not talk about the police Fight Club.
Okay, so what you posted over there in Discord, Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny, good guys, bad guys, and explosions as far as the eye can see, and only one will survive. I wonder who it would be. This is the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny.
That's also a mild nod to the Octagon guy there, Chuck Norris, because the animated video for it, he's like the one who comes in and cleans up everything.
Is that supposed to be animated Chuck Norris over there in Discord?
No, not that one, but like the actual video, like it was like an early like Flash video, and it's basically had everybody you could think of fighting. So at the time, it was like an ultimate matchup.
Cool. Oh, Matt, that is a classic gift from Dodgeball.
Oh.
Love Dodgeball. So there's no way for Joshua to get out of this. There's no way. But at least now that they're surrounded by cops, you just can't shoot each other, because that wouldn't end well for either one of you.
Hey, of course, they're letting this happen because literally he just plugged 2 cops right like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. Although this could be self-defense. If Riggs wants to plug him full of lead.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, that would be a satisfying ending to the movie. But there's something satisfying about hand-to-hand combat in the rain, in the mud.
And there'll be suddenly 30 cases of Testa lying when this comes to court.
Matt is mentioning, wouldn't all these cops get reprimanded for standing around letting this happen? Absolutely. That's what makes this movie so much fun to watch, is that it's just not reality. It's, in the back of my head, I'm thinking, yes, yes. But in reality, it's like, come on,
Oh God,
guys.
yeah.
Really? See, here you go.
Shoot, shoot, shoot.
That's right. But the cops
Slow
made
motion.
the cops that went to grab Joshua made a big mistake. That's why he was able to grab their gun. Oh, Alex is saying they filmed this scene over a week with like 7 forms of fighting in the mix. That I would have paid to see like an extended version. Did you have an extended version in your director's cut, Alex? I don't know as if I've ever seen the director's cut. I might have seen snippets of the extra scenes, but it sounds like you're caught up to us. Is that right? So I think Riggs has made peace with the death of his wife, and that eventually that's what you have to do. It's tough. It's tough going through that. Yeah, Alex, the cops that got to Joshua should have cuffed him on the ground. They should have had him face down on the ground and handcuffed him and searched him before they ever got him up. But again, it makes for great drama. Yay, so she's no longer the doe-eyed schoolgirl with the little crush, right?
Yep.
She seems to have grown a little. And Riggs is no longer suicidal, right? That's the bullet he had reserved in his gun. Happy ending. And yes, this does really feel like this Christmas movie is wrapping up into a nice, happy ending.
Well, see, clearly this movie was magic. Had
Yeah.
Christmas magic all over it.
Oh, Alex, you
fact that-
fast forwarded. Okay. GH is mentioning she does still love Riggs though in the later films. Yeah, my memory is foggy on the third and fourth one. I know the second one really well.
Yeah, I think she still had like a little thing for him, but like it's mostly almost like celebrity crush type deal, I believe.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Riggs brought his dog.
Cats and
Oh,
dogs.
ain't that the truth, Matt? Riggs no longer crazy, so daughter lost her bad boy fascination. That is a good point.
It's like, at this point, it would make her dad crazy.
Yep.
So he loses some of his.
Yep. Yep. Didn't warn the cat, Alex. You're exactly right. Boy, that movie went fast, and that was actually almost a 2-hour movie. Hour and 48 minutes. And there are no post-credit scenes, so we don't have to go through the credits. Yeah, and Mr. Furzel, it does end with Christmas music. So we do, that's probably confirmation it is a Christmas movie.
It began and ended with Christmas music.
And ended with Christmas music. So I will still accept the argument that it is not a Christmas movie. There you go. That was a lot of fun. And Sith Sisters over there typing, I bet we're going to get a cheese rating. What did you guys think? Is there anybody out there that had not seen this and this was their first time? It's still possible, right? This movie has been out there for almost 40 years. But it's possible. I mean, that some of you out there had not seen this. And if you hadn't seen this, is this your first time? What do you think? And all right, Sith Sister, here we go. Such a classic buddy cop movie with great performances and stunning stunt work. Wife's cheese rating. Lethal Weapon is a landmark buddy cop action film, helping to redefine the genre with its blend of high energy action, dark humor, and exploration of trauma, much like the crunchy, shelf stable Moon Cheese. All right, I'm going to have to do a Google search on the Moon Cheese. It is a natural freeze dried snack that is action packed with protein that delivers an intense, savory, crouton-like crunch. This movie, much like the cheese, is an absolute titan of 80s action. The movie is arguably much more thrilling than a bag of cheese balls, although it is admittedly harder to stuff into a hiking backpack to eat while driving. It was a wife's first time. That is a great explanation. It's like a feel-good movie. That's exactly right. Mr. Furzel is questioning Moon Cheese. That's what I thought. So I will do a search.
Again, like we just watched a Dirty Harry movie, so you can think about see about where it evolved from. Oh, look, the token sidekick dies to. Oh, look, he's like the big the big cheese. Sorry, I couldn't figure it out. But he's like the main character. He's part of like his. And it continues on, and he still lives.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, we totally get it, Sister. She finds him. I just post him. It's great. So we feel like she's watching. I mean, she's watching as well. We'd love to get her reaction. All right. GH is saying classic buddy cop flick. Johnny Devick, been many years, seen the second most times. Yeah, it's like the first and second go really well together. Then the third and fourth, it's like this jump in time. It works, but it's like this the third and the fourth are like their own duo of movies, and the first and second go really well together. Yeah, it's a very enjoyable franchise, and it's not one that I get burnt on that easy. Mad is saying, probably saw this before, doubt I've seen sequels. Yeah, check it out if you're in the mood.
I think it's been a while since I've seen them though. Like this is probably my first rewatch in like probably double digits of years.
Yeah, I mean they've been around for decades. Solid watch. Yeah, the third and the fourth are in the 90s, and there's an apparent time jump. Oh, geez, no, Matt, no.
In space!
There will be no Lethal Weapon in space. If there is, I'm going to check out. All right, Calbot posted a picture of the Moon Cheese, which, freeze dried. It's in a resealable pack. I'm going to have to check that out. All right, guys. So next week, let me refresh our memory. Army of Darkness from 1992. So let me shout out before we go. I mean, we've been here like 2 hours and 19 minutes. The preview lineup for August. August 2nd, I was going to do American Graffiti. August 9th, The Burbs from the 80s. So we have American Graffiti from the 70s, The Burbs from the 80s, Event Horizon from the 90s, Donnie Darko from the 2000s, that's the 23rd, and then we're going to end the 2010s on The Avengers.
Oh, which one?
From 2012. Oh, that's right, because you were on vacation, right? I was thinking of doing either John Wick or The Avengers, but John Wick.
Yes, but which Avengers? Uma Thurman or MCU?
The MCU 2012, The Avengers.
Okay.
And yeah, so that'll kind of wrap up August. We're going to touch on each decade, a little bit of something from each decade. Um, yeah, I almost did John Wick, but I don't know as if I can get past the puppy scene at the beginning. You have to be in a really interesting point in order to kind of get through it. So
It was mostly done obliquely, I will say that.
I know, I know, but it's just like the last house on the left. For me, it's just troubling enough where
Okay.
it's it just sets me off if I'm not in the right place. Yeah, the last house on the
Yep.
left, I don't know as if I'll ever revisit because it is just so good at storytelling. It's so good. Yeah. Um, yeah, there you go, guys. So I'll be making a list, posting it on Discord and YouTube. So that's kind of where it stands for August. Um, yeah, and we'll start looking at the rest of the year. So, phew, guys, thanks for sticking with me. 2 hours and 20 minutes, including our snafu at the beginning.
Snafu!
We got
Situation normal, all effed up.
yeah. But like I said, my main concern was, oh my God, if YouTube has totally shut down this stream,
Yep.
but we're good. All right, guys. So thank you, Miss Swift. I'm glad you had a
Yes.
great vacay and
Yep.
everything's good. Um, I think the World Cup might still be going on, guys. This was great. This was a great pick me up. Exactly what I was looking forward to this week. And thank you all for being here.
And go Spain.
Appreciate it. Yeah. And we will see you all next week. Get your Army.
Snafu
What I
the
say?
foobar.
What did I say? Army of Darkness. Yeah, from 1992. Get that up in your queue. We've got a week to find it. Great movie to end July with. It has been a blast. Thank you again, Miss Swift. Thank you all for coming in. We'll see you all next week. Be good to yourself. Take care.
Narful the Garthax.
Great, Andy.